Let's have a look here. Gala. So yeah, one day, obviously the market is pretty bad today, but you can see down below on Gala that there is this wick down here that'll need filled. So I think I would rather, wait until we fill some of that wick. It's rejecting today, dropping down. You can see there was a large wick here. We did drop down and fill that down to the bottom end of it, and then push back up. So it's already had a nice run. You can see obviously this recent run was almost straight up, which is 135%. So yeah, it's getting a little bit extended, but that apex to me looks like price should move into that red 200. Right, that should move up there. So at least tomorrow. Well, I don't think it'll move up tomorrow, but I think it could move up tomorrow. I'm not saying it's not going to, but I think filling some of this 3-day wick first before that continuation to the upside looks better to me, and that's kind of the way I would trade it, and I'd be looking for a pierce of this red 200 as a first target, because this is a long way up, right? And then there could be dips back inside the apex, and hopefully it builds good structure then. But dips here do look good. The white 100 should hold, and then price should move up into the red 200. Again, it's having a red weekly candle. Is it going to move up on a new 3-day? Well, I think it could fill the wick below on the 3-day. It may actually need a new weekly candle, before this runs to the upside. Granted, we are coming into the weekend. Sometimes Friday, Saturday can be bullish days. Even the start of Sunday can be bullish days. So I still think it's important to watch tomorrow and see if we can get that dip in the buy, and maybe it'll dip and pop up and flip green on the 3-day, just in case this does run. But I would prefer it to actually consolidate here and have this red weekly candle and then move up next week. So next week is even better in my eyes, because there's consolidation, and then it could do something like that. So that it could bottom tomorrow, but I like it on a new week better. 2 week, there's a new 2 week coming up as well in 3 days. This has had a decent move there. 135% in the last month, in the last two week candles. So nice move. That's the other thing I just want to point out. This is a major neckline, and this is resistance. So price is struggling here for good reason, because this is the point of breakdown. Where were we at there? 9 week. Well, it's the top end of here. Yeah, you can see it there. I mean, it's clear as day. If I throw some volume on that just to get a quick look, well, that's the move here. Obviously the volume's going to come in. Oh, the volume's down here. Why did I? Yeah, I didn't draw it properly the first time. I drew it here, and it was showing the volume on the lows, obviously, because there's not much volume in the move up. I mean, there is volume in the move up, but there's more in these cluster of candles. But you can see here, yeah, so that point right there, you'd have to think that is a resistance point, just a front run of this volume. That'll be an important point on the chart, but that is still it's up above the red 200 as we know, but that's still a 20% bounce up into here. That'll be the resistance point. Like, as far as monthly candles and stuff go, this is exactly what we want to see. If we are going to get some sort of alt season or whatever, this is what we want to see. And then a new month, possibly it could have a second green candle up and actually break through this level potentially. Like, if the market is very strong, like it has been, there's a possibility to break up through that, because we are kind of closing very, very close to that main level. I think it was a bit higher, to be fair, but if this plays out well and correctly, this could be a major breakup. But you want to watch that level that I pointed out earlier as a major resistance point. But this double bottom, I thought maybe there might be a stop hunt there, but there's not. So a new month in 2 days, I mean, that's going to be the important thing. This is green on the 3 month, green on the 6 month. That's a bullish stop hunt right there. So you want to make sure and know that you're bullish above this level. If I can draw that there, so you're bullish above that. It's green on the year. A lot of coins were still not green on the year, so it's good to see that this is green on the year, because it opens the door then for hopefully continuation into a new year. A small dip down to fill the wick and take liquidity on the bottom end of this here somewhere, and then pop up and flip green and run on a new year. That's the ideal situation. And the market is setting up to do something like that at this point. Obviously, we've 1 month left. We need to see how it closes. But the market is setting up to run higher on a new year. So hopefully all goes to plan. I mean, to be honest, I think I would probably just wait and trade a new... Like, it could bounce into the weekend, like we talked about, but you know, if this is going to be really truly bullish, what you want to see is you want to see a small dip down and pop up and flip green again, and then you look to get long on it, just like this candle or just like this other continuation candle. You can see that there was not much dip in that continuation candle, and in strong moves you don't normally get much dip. So you can see, you know, you're talking about, you know, what is it, 38% retrace or something like that. If I just draw that there and have a look here, you know, so any dip down, well, I did draw it there, but I would suggest watching, as we talked about at the very start of this video, the lows of this area down here. That's where I would be watching for a dip into a new I was going to say a quarter, a new month, and look for entry points down around there, because this is your pivot. This is your higher low. This is where price will want to come down, and it'll either stop on that low or create a higher low down there, and it'll fill this wick. And then if all goes to plan, you know, this could be ready for that next leg higher, because you're now above all these moving averages. So anyway, mate, yeah, that's the way I would trade it. I like a new month better. It's unlikely to really moon before a new month, but there is a possibility on this new 3-day there could be a trade in it. But I would let it drop a bit more first.